third periods this weekend in your group?
Yeah, obviously, like I said last night, in Carolina we were playing well and just, wasn't really going our way through two, and we kept with it and found a little extra edge in the third. And tonight I think was a lot of the same. We were out shooting them. Felt like other than a couple little breakdowns, we were carrying a lot of the play, and so just kind of keep that going. Sometimes that's the way the game works, and we just stuck with it. And it's huge to get some comeback wins. Gives us confidence that we have that in our playbook.
What did you see on the first one? Looked like you found a good lane to find on the whole sequence there.
Yeah, nice play by P, keeping it in and then getting it to me, and then sort of I think we had a odd number situation at the net, so I just tried to come in and Nino's great around the net, and he's not afraid to go there that whole line, so just tried to freeze the goalie and give it to him, and he did the rest.
What does it mean to have a guy that's going to the blue paint that often? There's some jokes going around about you can measure the total distance of all 17 this year.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's a lesson young players in the league, not in the league, kids growing up, go to the net and good things happen. It's not easy to go there, but I think, it's not as hard as it once probably was. Not in my era in the NHL, but from what I heard from guys like Arnie and Bones and, all those former players, it used to be a lot more vicious. So you go to the net and, it's our job as D-man to try to get it in there for him too. If the guy's going to go there, we got to get it through and get it to him to reward him for getting in that spot. So he's great at it. It takes, a little knack for how to be in the right spot, how to position yourself properly, and obviously some guts to get in there. And it'd be interesting to add those up. Someone should do that, and be funny. Might be an interesting stat.
I'm on the case. What's it like to try to take a wrist shot when a guy's got his stick in your hands on the game tire?
Yeah, obviously great play by Vladdy. First great gap by P, great play by Vladdy on the wall to Scheif, and then he kind of just laid it into me, almost surprised me, and then it was a pretty solid hook, but he kind of let go of me right as I shot it, and I didn't really know where it was going with the hook that was on, and sometimes those are hard to stop. So thankfully it squeaked through, and obviously nice to get one.
Morgan Barron's the 8th guy to get to double digits this year. What does that say about the depth in your team?
Yeah, I think obviously Bears has been great in his role all year and provides energy for us, provides a spark, and he's got a great shot. We see it in practice all the time, and when he gets that opportunity, we want him to rip it, and so obviously it's great to get that secondary scoring and scoring up and down the lineup, and certainly as I think I've talked about, and our whole team, big strength of our group this year is our depth and our ability to produce throughout the lineup. So as everyone knows, that gets that much more important down the stretch and into the playoffs, and those guys throughout our lineup have been massive for us in our success so far this year.
What did you think of the way Cole responded to being scratched?
Yeah, I thought he played really well. It was nice to see him get an apple there in the third and just making a smart play. And he's a great young player. I see so much hockey sense in the way he plays the game, which I really appreciate. And I think there's going to be ups and downs in your career. Sometimes it looks different, but anyone that's established themselves and gone on to a career in the league knows that sometimes you have those situations, and obviously he just loves the game and cares about the game, and I thought he came out today after a situation no one wants to be in, and he played great. He brought a great attitude to the rink, and it's just one of those things that sometimes you go through as a player, and he's going to be a great player in this league for a long time, and like I said, he's so smart that it'll be fun to watch him improve. And I think your light just died on your camera, but it's nice to see him play well.
Appreciate it, Josh.
We were stuck out in our zone for quite a while, and eventually it went out Cole's side, and he made a really nice play to just get it by their D, and kind of some space opened up, and I didn't really have the steam left to try to burn the guy wide, so I just pulled up and let one go.
Did you obviously hit your spot? Did you see an opening?
No, not really. I mean, from that distance, you're just trying to get it on net, and I just felt with the position of the puck, it was probably a little bit better off and safer to shoot that short side. So, I was lucky it hit my spot.
What stands out about the way the group played in the last two periods here over the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's been great. The last, those comebacks really kind of turned the momentum of the season, I think. And, we've been winning some games lately, but probably haven't been playing our best hockey. But to dig deep and kind of pull out 2 wins against good teams in playoff positions, it's not easy to do, but I think it speaks to, the quality of the guys we have in this room.
Speaking of the quality, you're the 8th guy to hit double digits in goals. What does that say about your group?
Yeah. I obviously feel like we're at our best when we're able to roll our 4 lines, and we've had tons of different guys kind of come in and out of the lineup over the course of the year, but I think it's just a testament to how deep we are as a group, and different guys being able to get it done.
What are you seeing from Josh Morrissey during this stretch of games?
It's pretty unbelievable. Obviously it seemed like he was making plays happen and getting assists on almost every time he touched the puck lately, but for him to score that big goal tonight, I think there's a stick across his torso and the ref had his hand up. It's it's not easy to do, but kind of come to expect it from him, to be honest with you.
How about Lauren Brossois, another just rock solid effort?
No, it's you hear from goalies a lot. It's not easy sometimes when you don't know when your next start's going to be, or there's a little bit of inconsistency in there, and but he's been able to go in and play his heart out and just really compete every time he's gone in. And it's a huge advantage. There's a lot of teams that don't have a single goalie as good as either of ours. So for us to be able to go back and forth with them and know we're going to get stellar performance back there is really big.
Touched on Cole's play. What was it like to see him come back after? No one wants to be a healthy scratch, but to see him rebound the way that he did and get his first point in 16 games.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the way he's handled everything. I know he's still young, and I've been through that, and a lot of other guys have. It's a pretty normal, part of the growing process. But he's been really positive through it all. It's not easy to kind of see your minutes disappear a little bit, and just be scratched for even that one game. So just really proud of him, and sometimes it seems like that next point, or for him, I guess it was his career high as well. So to be stuck on there for a while, but he made an unbelievable play, and just a hard-nosed play to get that puck out, and ultimately got the assist for it. So I'm happy for him. What
do you think it means for the group to take 4-6 after the disappointment from Thursday's game with Dallas to start the trip?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we're in a race right now, and to me, it feels like the end of the season is really creeping up on us. It feels like we should have a lot of hockey left to play, but I think there's only 20-something games now, so every point's big here, and we're going to keep competing for them.
What do you think of Gustafsson on the weekend, coming back from not playing in the NHL since December?
Yeah, again, not easy, but it's a testament to the depth of our group. You know what you're going to get from him. He works really hard every shift, and just great, unbelievable guy off the ice. But I love having him on the ice on my line. It's just I can really appreciate his predictability and his work ethic.
Just one quick one about Nino Niederreiter, another kind of blue paint special. How would you describe that, and what kind of a knack is it to be able to do that, to get to the net and be rewarded for it?
I love watching him play and watching him work in practice. It's it seems like those are the type of players and the type of goals that continue to come throughout your career. He's been in the league quite a while, and just to be able to continually produce that offense is really impressive. And I think for someone like myself, I've tried to learn a lot just from watching him. And he's always around the paint. It seems like he scores a bunch of different ways, whether it's rebounds or tips, or the little chop tip that he had tonight. He's really skilled, and it's probably a skill that in the larger scope of the hockey world is underappreciated. But when you look at his stats at the end of the night, and it seems like he has a goal. I don't know if he's up to close to 20 now in the year, and it's just great to see, and I like learning from him.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, period was lots of noise. Describe what you're seeing from Josh Morrissey during the stretch, Rick.
He's been unreal at both ends of the ice. He plays so many important minutes against the best lines, the power play. He never disappoints you. He always seems to have that ability to rise to the occasion that's needed, whether it's a really good defensive play or joining the rush and making the big goal like he did tonight. So he's an elite athlete with elite competitive skills.
What did you see from Cole Perfetti in his
What
response?
we-
Did you get a reset or take a breath? What did you see?
Yeah, no, he was good tonight. That's unfortunate, that second goal, but it was just a bouncing puck. There's nothing he can do about that. So that's why I left him on the ice, stay out there and play through it, and he did. He played through it. Now in the third period, we wanted to shorten the bench a little bit to get some momentum, so he didn't get out there as much as in third, but when he got out there, that line obviously got the big goal for us. So he was good. He was fine.
A good example of a simple play like that chip.
That's
Something you want your guys to do all
absolutely.
the time. It doesn't always happen, right?
Listen, there's another team out there. They don't always give you time to make plays, and sometimes you have to. Most times you take what they give you, and they were strong on that whole shift. We were in our zone, battling it on the boards, and eventually we made a good play and got the puck out, and it was a hell of a shot by Morgan. So that was really the only shift I could get them out there in the third, but they delivered.
It's another. He's the 8th guy to get to double digits. What does that say about your way?
We have good
you
depth.
spread the ball?
We have good balance, and you can't say enough about the guys. And they should be talking more to them. To me, they did the job tonight. We got a lot of sick guys in that room. We got a lot of banged up guys in that room, and there's absolutely no quit in this group. You just got to love them. You got to be so proud of them. But there's no quit. There's a lot of fight in this group.
Was Brendan Dillon still dealing with an illness? I just
Yep.
noticed he went back and forth to the room a few times.
Yeah, he's dealing with some. He's banged up a little.
Fair.
Thanks.
Just quick one. Sorry, you just obviously you changed. What prompted the change?
When I don't like what I see, then I make that change. Simple as that.
And what do you think of the way that the
Like
top line responded?
Yeah, so it's hard on Nick sometimes to play that right side. I've always said he's better on the left, but Vladdy again, the Swiss Army knife, you can put him anywhere, and he does a good job. So we just made that switch halfway through.
What impressed you most of your third periods in the last 2 games?
That there's no quit. There's a lot of fight in this group, and again, like the third periods in the 3 games are totally different. We weren't happy in Dallas, but we knew last night and yesterday afternoon in Carolina we were playing well. Stay with it, and the same as tonight. I know we're down 2-1, but we're playing really well. We were playing fast. We were creating turnovers. We were creating chances. Just stay in the fight.
What did it say about your group to be able to take 4 to 6 after
Yeah.
Thursday in Dallas?
Yeah, I was disappointed how we played, but again, there's a lot of fight in this group. There's a lot of pride in that group, and you got to be very proud of them.
You were
Thanks.